Hey everyone, welcome back to Copy Samurai. Today I've got something special for you bloggers, copywriters, and marketing agencies out there. I want to introduce you to Strell. This is an SEO and content optimization tool, a keyword research tool, a competitor to like a Lowfruits, and also a competitor to something like a Neuron Writer or a Phrase. This is a tool that is launching on AppSumo on the 12th of October, so in 2 days at the time of recording. I want to give you guys a quick overview of Strell, what it has to offer, how I use it, and just to kind of give you guys a quick look at the deal that is coming up. So real quick, I will show you the interface, what it looks like when you log into Strell. As you can see, it's a pretty clean and basically plain interface. It is relatively intuitive. I mean, if you want to audit content, you click Audit. If you want to go into the content editor itself, click Content Editor. If you want to go into the LCKR or Low Competition Keyword Research Tool, you can click that. That is going to be your like Lowfruits style or Rank Atom competitor. And then if you want to see the resources, they've got a quick learn section there. I will jump over into the AppSumo page here just to give you guys a quick recap or a quick overview of what this looks like. Some of the key features, like I talked about, it's got a keyword research tool in it. This is a newer addition to the tool within the last few months, the low competition keyword research. There's a lot of tools that have come up recently that are Lowfruits style competitors. Beyond Me, Rank Atom, and Strell are the three that I've seen recently that I have tried and like. Strell is up there with the best of them. There's a video here that you can see. It's also on their YouTube channel where they go in depth about that tool and how it works. Let's see here. We've got a SERP analysis, so it does, with the low competition keyword research, I'll show you what that looks like. But they've got the SERP analysis feature just like those other tools do as well. There's also clustering that this tool can do for you and allow you to see weak spots and things like that for the different keywords that you see. The content editor, they just recently overhauled the entire NLP module that they have in here for content editing. Visually, it looks very nice. It's similar in style visually to like a Neuron Writer. At present, I prefer Neuron Writer's content editor over this, just based on like the quality of keywords, related keywords that I get recommended. But it is something that they're working on, and it is constantly getting updates. I'm excited to see what it does in the future. But if you're looking for like a Phrase or a Neuron Writer alternative that also has keyword research capabilities built into it, and you're willing to kind of stick it out with these guys as they continue to refine the content editor, I think that this will be a really, really great tool. But for me, the big thing that I like about it is the keyword research features that it has. But I want to make sure that I go over everything that it has to offer. So that's the content editor. Let's see here. It does have the content audit as well, so you can put in a URL and it'll go over some key details about your content, tell you what could be fixed, things that you can add based on your competition. Plan features, what it has, there's 10 different codes that you can buy. So obviously plan 1, 2, all the way up to 10 are available to you. I have what's equivalent to the plan 10 here, back in their early adopter lifetime deal that they offered before they jumped on AppSumo. But it's comparative to this one here. So with the plan 1, it's $59. You have all of these features that come in it. They don't take away anything for the plan 1. So if you're good with, you only need 30 audits, 30 low competition keyword research credits per month, and 5,000 SERP analysis, plan 1 will be plenty for you. If you have more than one site, or maybe you you're churning out articles at a much higher rate. The plan 2 or all the way up to plan 10 is going to be something that you might want to look into. For me, I really liked the unlimited, which I'm just trying to see here. So at code 7, the content editor goes to unlimited. So if you're familiar with like Neuron Writer, for example, no matter what tier you get with Neuron Writer, they don't have unlimited content editors or content. Their content editor has a cap on it, and you have to wait until the end of the month for it to start over. I have whatever the highest level of Neuron Writer offers, and I think it's still like 150 or 200 or something like that a month. So having no cap on it at all, especially with the amount of AI content that I'm pushing out with, with ZimWriter and with Agility Writer, really like having that extra flexibility of not being capped. But that starts at 7 codes for $413. But there's tons of different options that are available depending on what your needs are. They do have a publicly facing roadmap that you can see where they've got some planned things here, some in progress stuff. Under considerations here, if you want to make suggestions, you can put these on here. You can vote on them. Pretty standard practice for a roadmap. They do have a Facebook group. It's fairly active. You can jump in there, talk to the team, talk to the other users, ask questions. It's very easy to get help if you need it from the group of people that are in there. Let's see here. Reviews wise, they don't have any real reviews on here yet because the product hasn't been launched on AppSumo just yet. Like I said, it does launch on the 12th. I will have an affiliate link. If you're interested in checking out the tool, that'll be in the description. If you buy through that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help me out and help the channel out. So I do greatly appreciate it. But no obligation to do that there. Let's see here. I think that's pretty much everything on the main page. Obviously, you can watch their videos, go over everything. The landing page is up, appsumo.com/products/Strell, or like I said, you can click the affiliate link that I have in the subscription, or sorry, in the description below. Yeah, if you want to check that out, that'll be available on the 12th. But I will give you guys a quick look at what the tool looks like inside. Again, once you log in, this is the page that you'll be met with. I've gone in and I removed all of the stuff that I've done on this so far, just so I can have kind of a clean slate here for you guys to see. Like I said, the thing that I like the most is the low competition keyword research. It's where I've found the most value currently. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that first, and then I'll jump into the content editor afterwards. Seed keyword. So very similar to any of these other tools, you can pop in your keyword, you can put an asterisk in there as a wildcard, all of that stuff works. So I'm going to put in best golf and then asterisks. I like to use golf examples in here for whatever reason. I've done it a lot lately. You can come in here to default settings. If you want to put your domain name in here, you can put your site in there. You can change the max DA that it will show up in your SERP analysis. You have specific domain names that you want to highlight for weak spots, like if you want to put YouTube, or if you want to put like a competitor or something like that that you know that you're ranking against or something like that, you can put that in there, or other domain names, forums, whatever you want to do, you can put that in there to make sure that those are highlighted as well. I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank for now and leave just at the default, and go ahead and hit find keywords. It goes pretty quick in comparison to some of these other tools that I've seen. You do have the ability to minimize the pop-up, but I'll just let it go. It's really fast. So there we go. So it found for best golf 2,327 keywords. Oh, and you select your language and your country and all that stuff that you want to do there too. Hit best golf, and this takes you into something we probably have all seen something very similar to this with the other tools that are available. And you can see all the keywords that are here for best golf. So for me, what I like to do is I go into intent. There's topics here. You've got your domain authority, so you can say, is it less than 10? Is it less than 20? For topics, you can come in here. One thing that I put a request for is that they have a select all. and then you can click to exclude. But for now, anything that you want to focus on, you'd have to come in here and you'd select individually what you want. For topics, or you can clear all. By default, none of them are selected. For intent, you have different things here. So you have high intent, pre-purchase intent, post-purchase intent, comparison. These little blurbs will kind of give you a description of what those are. So your high intent is going to be like your best, your reviews, free. Pre-purchase is discounts, best, review, and buy. Specific type keywords. Post-purchase is going to be problems, warranty, broken, and clean, as an example. And then comparison is like versus, compare, comparison, alternatives, things like that. So pretty common stuff there. But I do like how they do this. I believe Rank Atom has an intent selection as well, but it's more like searcher intent. So it'll say, is it like commercial? Is it navigational? Is it transactional? Things like that, or informational, which are very similar. But this, I like the granularity of it, where I can say, hey, it's a high intent or pre-purchase. Instead of just being transactional, I can tell it specifically that I want it to be, a high intent pre-purchase. So I like that. Your status, if I've analyzed any of these versus not analyzed, that's fine. It's pretty normal. Volume, you can set a custom volume range. CPC, custom range. Weak spots, again, you can have it say I want to find something that's 1 in 10. This will only show up when they're analyzed. So if I wanted it to analyze all of these things, I could hit analyze, then I could use these filters here. Forums, same thing. SERP score, same thing. Your include and exclude, so if you know that there's specific keywords that you want to focus on, if I wanted to focus on best, or if I wanted to focus on like clubs, for example, I could put that in there. It'll filter out to clubs. If I wanted to say exclude, like I know I don't want to do anything with apps, so I can exclude app, hit exclude, and it'll update to remove all the app stuff. I don't want anything from 2022. Let's see. I don't want to do anything with courses, or course, should have said. I don't really want destinations. Let's see. I've also wished that there was just location filter in general. Like if I don't want any location specific stuff, I should be able to put like something like location, but it doesn't work, fortunately. Let's see. So these ones seem fine. All right, so then you have suggestions, which you can see here as well. So this is just your suggested keywords. You have your questions, which I really like to target. This way I know I'm answering a specific question. These ones are fun to do because you can write very specific targeted articles instead of just your best ofs or your roundups and stuff like that. You can go for the informational type posts where you're really focusing on trying to give value and build traffic that way, and then maybe interlink to like a best of type post. And then you have like people also ask, which this doesn't show any for some reason. I can hide things if I wanted to hide specific ones. So like I could click this and hit hide, show up in there hidden, unhide. Let's see, for competition, I don't have anything listed under competition because again, I haven't analyzed any of this stuff. Clusters, again, I have to go in here and I think you have to analyze them before you cluster actually. Let's see, yeah, you have to analyze them before you can cluster. Let's see, I'll go ahead and just take, let's see here. I want to do include club. Sorry. Clubs. I was hoping that would filter down to only those, but I guess I could go to topics. I can go clubs. So there we go. That's how I would do that. Apologies. Let's see. Then I want to focus on beginner too. So topics, beginners. There we go. So best golf clubs for beginners. I'm going to exclude UK because I'm not focusing on UK. So let's just go ahead and analyze these guys. So current page, analyze keywords. This should go pretty quick as well. This will give me all the details that I would want on these guys. So I've got my volume already here, but your scores, SERP analysis, and all that stuff should pop up here momentarily. Generally goes pretty quick. Pause the video here real quick. That was done almost immediately after I hit pause, so sorry about that. I was worried it might take a little bit longer, but it seemed to fly through it. So, all right. On here, I can see I've got Forbes.com, I've got Golf Monthly, I've got Reddit on here, which after the new helpful content update, it seems like we're seeing a lot more forums show up in these top SERPs. So one might argue that those necessarily aren't weak spots anymore. Personally, I think that Google's likely to make a change to some of that user-generated content surfacing in those top results and weaken those back down again. But that's a gamble that I'm willing to take just because I know the quality of that content typically isn't very good. So what I can do here now, if I wanted to, is well, it already clustered it for me, so that's awesome. I've got these guys. Let's see. It's already, I guess it's all golf clubs, so it's not. There's nothing really to cluster any further. I now have some people also ask. So I have, how do I choose golf clubs for beginners? So I could potentially write an article about this, or I could maybe ask like an FAQ for some of these things. Related searches. Now I have all these different related searches as well regarding these different keywords that I've got selected here. And there are 27 of them. Some competition. It says 41, but it's not showing me any, which is interesting. But either way, let's see. Page. Interesting. Not sure. All pages. Anyway, so I can take this now and let's see. I can export them if I wanted to export them. I could even take something like this, and now I'll show you the content editor here. But if I wanted to, say, take best golf clubs, beginners to intermediate, best golf clubs for beginners, best golf clubs for beginners, there we go. And go into the content editor here, and say I wanted to write an article on this specific topic. Go in here, hit that for me. It's going to do a quick analysis. And this takes just a minute. All right, so I paused it there for a minute. We started this at 5:09 and it is 5:13, so it took like 4 minutes to do this, so not too shabby. I jump in here now, and this is what the interface looks like. So you've got a very clean looking layout. You've got a place to put your title, put your meta description, all right there on one spot, so it's nice and simple. I know that that's something that a lot of people have complained about with some of the other tools, but it's nice and easy there. You can come over here. It'll give you an analysis of like the number of words, your paragraph, content, title, all that good stuff. Tell you how good your meta description is, all that fun stuff. If you go to this keyword section here, it's going to tell you you got your main content keyword, main content keywords that you should have. It's going to give you the quantity. It'll light up either, you know, green, yellow, or red, or this like tannish color if you don't have any of them in there just yet. This will kind of give you an idea of what you should be putting into your content. Obviously, you don't have to put every single one of these in there because you don't want to over optimize and just spam these types of keywords. But this will give you an idea of the type of stuff that you should be putting in. You can click this little filter here, put just optimized terms, and right here it says nothing. see. Oh, sorry, that's if I had content in here. I apologize. Um, Normally I just paste my content straight into it so I can see this. So you can filter out by the amount of optimized terms that you have, what partially optimized terms you have, not used terms. So if you want to see, what stuff you've got done really well, you can select this one. If you want to see the stuff that you can maybe add a little bit more in, like some of these say that they should be in there, 1 to 27 times, which I think is a lot, but that is one of the things it says. You can turn off the ranges if you don't want that. See what the ranges could be, you can do that. Your title, this is going to tell you what keywords you should have in your title. H2s, your top 3, which is 53, and then your NLP keywords that you should have in here. So this is based on your competition. If you click this little brief section here, that's going to give you an idea of what your H2 brief should be based on the other competitors that have shown up in the top 10 rankings on Google. So it's going to kind of give you some ideas there. Top competitor titles, you can see what the other folks are putting for their titles, so you can find some inspiration from that. What your people also ask stuff is. I like these types of things for like an FAQ. Let's see here. You can leave notes for yourself here with this. Back to the keywords though. The one thing that I don't think that you can do in here is actually export all of them. Actually, let's do this. I haven't tried this since they've updated this interface. Let's see if I copy all this. Go into a notepad real quick. Paste. It does not paste. Time. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. So you can do that. You can just highlight everything here and paste it over here, and it'll tell you what you need there. So that's kind of cool. I do wish that there was just an export keywords button. Maybe there is. Just not seeing it. Download all data. Maybe that's what we want. Setting. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is where I can come in here and I can edit the keywords. I have not messed around with this too much since they've redone this interface. But if I wanted to add keywords or exclude keywords, I can do that here. What you'd want to do that for is if you come in here and you see like something that's 2022 or 2020 or something like that, you can exclude those things because you want to be relevant. You want to write content that's rating on things from several years ago. I would recommend being cautious when excluding terms unless you really know that something that you're excluding is not relevant anymore, because this is all based on the content that's in the current top ranking results. So if that's what's there, chances are it's probably something that's necessary. And if you know that something shouldn't be there, totally fine, go ahead and remove it. But you can do that. Let's see here, download all data. Let's see, this gives me an Excel file, and I just want to open this up real quick and see what this does. Oh nice. Let me just change this real quick so you guys can see what all right, so here you'll see this Excel file. So it gives you your title tag, your H1 tags that you should have, your H2s if you want to just use the H2 stuff. Here's your main content keywords. So if you wanted to copy all this stuff here, paste it into a Neuron Writer or something like that, you can do that. There's your top keywords that you should be using. This is probably the ones that I would want to use. This in my H2s likely. And then NLP. This might not be bad ones to use either. I'd have to experiment with it, to be honest with you. But this is what it looks like. So if you wanted to take a look at what that is, you can download the keywords there, and yeah, it's kind of nice. It shows you everything all in one. I was not aware of that, so that's kind of cool. All right, so back to this. So this is what it looks like here. You can open up, or you can click a link here and put in your website URL. So if you already have content written for the search query, you can paste that URL here and hit apply. What that'll do is that'll pull in your content from your existing website. That way you don't have to manually copy and paste everything over. It works pretty well from the ones that I've tested it on. When I was talking earlier and saying that when I put content in here, uh, it does seem to grade a little bit more harshly than like Neuron Writer. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad. I will do some case studies here and do some comparisons. I'll do an article in Strell using the keywords that Strell recommends. I'll do an article in Neuron Writer with the keywords that Neuron Writer recommends. We'll kind of compare and contrast and see which one produces the better overall content output. Um, and then something that I just noticed a couple seconds ago actually is there's this moon icon here that puts it into dark mode. So if you like dark mode, I personally do, you can toggle that here. So it's kind of a nice little feature. I don't remember that being there in the previous iteration of this UI, but it is kind of nice that that's there. And you do have this little export to document here that you can do. That works well. You have a copy button. You can mark it as done. Click this here and see your competitors. So this will allow you to turn on or off certain competitors, and it has done that for you already based on the analysis that it ran. You can change that up here if you know that there's ones that you want to specifically try to rank against. You can change that stuff up here. Let's see, and then there's the content audit. This part is relatively self-explanatory, I think, but you can put your primary search phrase in here. So what was it? Something to the effect of best golf club for beginners. You can put your URL in here. Let's see, we'll do content editor quick. Back to this guy. Just kind of give you an idea of what that looks like. We'll grab one of these. To audit URL best golf clubs for beginners. I'm going to do English, desktop, and run audit. And that's going to do an audit on that particular page for this particular keyword. I imagine it's going to rank it pretty well, considering it's the #1 post right now for that particular keyword, but we shall see what it says. I will pause the video here real quick just to make sure that this doesn't end up being crazy long. I realize this is already 30 minutes, so I will be right back for you. All right, that took all of 30 seconds. So hit view details, and this will pull up the content audit. It's going to tell you your content score on here is at 37%. Like I said, I think they grade a little harshly. This is the #1 post in Google, this particular search phrase. But it'll give you some action items and things that you want to potentially adjust. So best golf clubs for beginners is the main keyword here. It's not in the title, so it's telling you, that's an action item that you have. It's not the main keyword in the H1, which is kind of redundant, but either way. And it's going to give you some just analysis here on what things you should do better. Anything with this little icon here is an action item. So number of words in H3, so you have 35, you should have between this amount. So you're going to want to add some content just to improve. Again, some title keywords, which again seems redundant to me. It's your H1 title tag is your title tag, so I don't know why this would be here twice, but it is. It's basically telling them the same thing, which is fine. Looks like there's 4 here actually. Beginner golf is the only thing not present here, that's interesting. And then you have your H2s and your main content. So this is basically taking all of the NLP or all of the H2 keywords that it recommends from the content editor, and it's basically doing the same type of analysis but on your existing content. So you don't have to like copy and paste it in. Just do this and it'll tell you what you need to change or what you can change to further optimize your content. Personally, I don't use this. I like the content editor because I'd rather just see the adjustments being made right then and there in the editor, so I can watch that score go up instead of having to reanalyze this. I might want to do that or hit refresh and have it run it again. I'd rather just do it in the content editor, and then I have my changes right there. I know where my content score is at, and I'm good to go. Then again, the quick learn, that just takes you to their YouTube channel. They've got 3 videos here. This keyword research one is the one that came out the most recently. It's about 4 months old. I imagine that they're going to have a video that comes out hopefully soon. I'm hoping with the launch of this AppSumo deal that they put out a new video on their updated UI for the content editor and the auditor, but we shall see. That is everything for Strell. Like I said, it comes available on the 12th of October on AppSumo. There's tons and tons of deals that you can look at here. Again, there's an affiliate link in the description below if you're interested in checking this tool out. I will be doing some case studies with this, running a few tests, putting it up against Neuron Writer for the content editor, see how that stacks up, and I will be putting it up against Rank Atom here in the near future for the low competition keyword research to see how the two stack up. They are very similar, but they go about things slightly differently. They have some different filters and things like that between the two, but they are very similar as far as what they accomplish, and very much so like a low fruits. So if you're looking for a tool that is a kind of a combo product of like what Neuron Writer and Low Fruits do, Strell might be the answer for you. So I'd recommend taking a look at it if that's something that you're in the market for, and you're looking for something that you don't need a subscription for. You want to subscribe to an LTD for a tool that seems like it's got a pretty strong backing. They're very active with their updates. They're active in their community. I think you'll like it. Let me know in the comments below if you have experience with Strell.io, what you like, what you don't like. Let me know if you picked it up and how you're liking it, or if you have any questions or something else that you'd like me to show you on this. Let me know. This is my first review video, so I apologize if it's a little bit all over the place. I'm hoping to do some more of these, and hopefully they'll be a little bit shorter for you guys in the future. But if you like this kind of content and you see more of it, please like and subscribe. Feel free to hit the notification bell if you want to be alerted when I make more videos, and I will see you all next time. Thank you for hanging out. Take care. Bye-bye.